Hello everyone, and welcome to the 12th devlog in the Skills Go Up series. This is a game that I've been developing for a while now, and if you're new to the series, I would describe this game as kind of like 2D Zelda meets a RuneScape League. And basically, it's just a 2D game where you fight stuff, you have items, levels, quests, equipment, etc. All that good RuneScapey stuff. And it's still very early in the development phase, as you can see from the appearance of this test map that we're on. And we're just going to go over what I've added in the past week. Now, the first thing is the least exciting thing, which is performance. In the last episode, I think you saw probably that performance was getting a little bad in the center area near all the buildings. That is no longer the case. It's not really anything I can show off, but we're at a much more stable frame rate. Not perfect 60, but it doesn't need to be because we're running in a debug mode that's slower. So if I can run pretty fast in this mode, then we should be getting good frame rates in the actual final game. And so I'm happy there. But anyway, so you might be wondering, what all did I do this week? Well, first of all, continuing from last week, I updated the graphics for some random things. We have a new barrel graphic. We have over here, let me get around over here, a new crate graphic. We have a new sign graphic. We have a new anvil graphic. And there's also rotated versions elsewhere on the map. Anvils can now be rotated all 4 directions. And also this extremely nice looking furnace. That's the updated graphics for this week. I'm very happy with them. Makes the game look better overall, even if the ground itself is still very plain. But anyway, so this was a very technical week again. I think it's like 3 weeks in a row of technical stuff, but doing the performance reworks was important. And they did lead and kind of grow from other ideas I had throughout the week. So the first thing to show off, I did a rework of the entity wander code. So I added some entities to take advantage of that new code. So we have chickens and ducks. So this here is a mother duck here. If we attack her, she will fly away and her ducklings will try to follow. Technically, she's not supposed to fly, so I don't know why she did that. And this mallard duck is just freaking out and flying away, too, because he didn't want to be anywhere near me. Yeah, we're having this bug here. It has to do with a code where I was trying to make them not get stuck on the edge of trees, and now they kind of vibrate in place sometimes. But as you can see, when you attack a chicken, if there is a tree available, it will fly into it, and all the other chickens get mad at you. Kind of a reference to cuckoos from Zelda. But that's just kind of a swarm mechanic. But the big thing, though, was that the entities can follow each other. So the chicks and the ducklings, they will follow their parent around in a certain radius, which is very nice. I need to fix this so it's actually too wide. But yeah, that was the idea, at least, behind what we have done there. I'm very happy with that. I just need to fix the vibration issue, but it was not something I could fix in time for this video, because it's been a tricky little thing to work out. It was way worse, actually, just an hour ago, and it's a lot better now, but it still happens. But yeah, I didn't add any crazy monsters this time, just ducks and chickens. That's the entities for the week, but they're important. They were something we needed, and now we have them. So the next up, the big thing over here, this is something that came to me, if I can find it. I always have trouble finding this test area. It's up here, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so this is the test area for a lot of the new things added here, and I'm not going to be able to test everything because there's a whole lot of nonsense here, but basically we have levers, we have buttons, we have, well, this is a tripwire here. We have pushable blocks, which you can push onto a thing, and I keep sliding off of it, which that is new too. That's from a corner fix, I think, where I was sliding off of it. Gotta fix that. Regressions. We have a spinny thing here. We can spin and it activates different things based on how far it's spun. Is there anything else? Let's see. Levers, buttons, tripwires. Right, pressure plates. Oh, the pressure plates are on the ice. That's why I didn't notice them, because the ice was a later addition. This pressure plate only accepts items, and for that I had to finally add the ability to drop items. It was something I had in my mind from the beginning, but I wasn't sure I wanted to do, but I did want to do it, and I missed. I didn't drop it correctly. It's kind of hard with the ice. I probably need to work on the bounding box there a bit. We can try dropping. But yeah, I'd always thought maybe... Oh, because it merges. I have to pick it up and then drop it again. I'd probably make it where if you're dropping near a pressure plate that takes items, it just goes on it automatically. Because this is not working. Oh well, it's like I said, everything's been in flux. I've been changing things left and right, and it does break some things sometimes, but I don't test them again. But the idea is basically where we've got almost like a redstone system here and all the different complications. And this slippery ice can slide things. Sliding blocks into stuff damages it. There's also a fun little mechanic I added where if we go in here and get telegrab, I do need to unlock telegrab because it does require a level. So we'll raise all levels. So now I can telegrab and it pulls that to me. It's a way to get it whenever it's in a spot that's stuck. You can also pull when you're not standing on the ice. Can't pull when you're standing on the ice because you just slip. That would be silly, wouldn't it? But yeah, this is a fun little thing. And I do wish I knew why it was sliding me to the top there. It's weird. Literally the first time that's ever happened. And this thing doesn't reset. It's just permanent. It should probably visually break instead of just sagging, but, you know, it works. It works. But yeah, there's a lot of things, obviously, you can do with this. I mean, it's a pretty common thing in a lot of games to have lever and door puzzles, and now we have all the capabilities needed to do all sorts of things like that. Let's see. Right. Doors, gates, and fences. Right. Well, you kind of saw this earlier. I kind of forgot this was a feature this week. It feels like forever ago, you know, 6-7 days ago whenever I started on this, and it's still not perfect because you can pass through it, but it was a sacrifice I had to make it work because it has to turn solid but not be solid in the middle. Otherwise, it causes all sorts of issues with the collision system, and it's something that can be refined, but yes, so this is a gate. It can be pushed open and closed. Whenever it's open or closed all the way, it is solid. If not, it isn't. All the doors in the game now use that system. So some of them need to be pressed to open. Some don't. We have a variety of types of doors. Double doors, single doors, gates, etc., etc. So here we have this and that. This is the door testing area. Got doors that open all the way. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That thing. Got a cloth door that you can just run through. It doesn't require anything, and it will close itself eventually. That one's nice because it doesn't even slow you down. It's just like a visual door more than anything else. Got side doors to test the graphics. We got a see-through door. Got a metal door that's a little harder to push. That one has to be controlled with a lever. But yeah, this has been in my mind for a few weeks now. Basically, since I added buildings, I had it in my mind. I wanted doors you could push through. Obviously, not every door is push throughable. Some you have to press, and they do close through the player. But that's like, am I really going to make the player walk out of the way like I do with pulling the blocks? That seems a bit excessive. This is already a really cool door system in my mind. Yep. Palisade gate. But yeah, that is doors and gates and, oh, fences, right. I did redo the graphics on fences, and we have tall fences and short fences now. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, so that's that. What else we got? Only one more thing, actually. This was, like I said, a short list this week, although behind the scenes, this is a ton of work, and it's a bit buggy because obviously it's been a ton of work. But I did some pathfinding improvements. So the classic area that I test pathfinding in is over here because this guy was constantly getting stuck on these trees. Now it's pretty much impossible to get him stuck. There is a few weird things where sometimes he will try to attack a place that you're not standing. It's like it's setting his direction whenever it shouldn't or something. But for the most part, he is actually not escapable from. And I thought I had fixed it, and then I tried to go through here and he didn't fall, so then I had to fix that too. But yeah, the pathfinding is actually now working, and it was one of the things that I improved so that it would take up less resources as well. So it's better and uses up less frame rate. So that's a pretty big thing. Now going forward, I'm actually not sure what is next in terms of getting ready for map building. Honestly, buildings are still the biggest thing holding me back just because I really don't want to start designing the map without having the buildings completely figured out. Doors were a big part of that. Doors are done now. Just a few minor glitches like the trapdoors on the roof still being invisible that I just didn't get around to fixing this time, but I do need to test. I haven't tested the upgraded pathfinding with the stairs, and I'm not going to do that on video because it'll probably fail, and that would be sad. But overall, I'm very happy with buildings, and I just need to figure out everything that I could possibly want on them, which is a tough ask for sure. I do know one thing that we might want is attics. I'm not entirely sure how you do attics. Obviously, attics, you might have a little window poking out of the roof, and then maybe the attic would have part of it, the roof's too low for you to stand in, but I'm not entirely sure how to implement that, or if I even want to. But it's one of the few things on the list I actually know I need to support. A lot of the other things, I mean, I guess I do want a gate, like a big castle gate, because the ones we have right now, wherever they're at over here, they're pretty tiny. I want like a 2-story tall gate. So that might be something to add this next week. But yeah, anyway, I said I'd keep this short, and so I will keep it short, and I'll see you guys next week. I'm not sure how much longer we'll keep up weekly videos. At some point, they might go bi-weekly, or even just on weeks where I have things to say, because the closer we get to like feature completion and starting building the actual game, I don't actually want to reveal every little thing I add, and it's also becoming more technical for the things I am doing. A lot of performance and little fiddly tweaks of existing systems. It's less to show off, and I don't want this to be a series where I'm just talking for 20 minutes a week and not really saying much, so I don't know. I will probably have a video next week, but there's no guarantee we'll be doing full weekly videos like this forever. It might change. But yeah, I'll look at all those doors in there. I think that's a bug. I honestly don't think I'd been inside this building since I added doors. You know, oh yeah, those are doors that are upstairs. That is a new bug. Actually, where are those doors? What even are these doors? How have I not noticed this? Oh, I see. They're for that spot, I think. Oh, they don't have elevation drawing. Did I really never test doors upstairs? That's funny. Well, anyway, that's something I will have to fix. Man, in the entire week, I never once went in this building. And I guess none of the other buildings have doors upstairs. Interesting. Well, I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we'll get some cool things added. Bye!